Hello and welcome to Frankly Speaking. And joining me today is Union Urban Development and Civil Aviation Minister Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri, who's fresh and smiling from a big victory in the courts today after the Delhi High Court has given once again another thumbs up to the Central Vista project. I want to ask you, Mr. Hardeep Puri, welcome to Frankly Speaking, and I want to ask you very frankly, how much of this was an investment of the government emotionally, given the fact that many people have questioned your priorities, saying that as far as the second wave of COVID is concerned, this government is now got its biggest obsession, which is the Central Vista. Now with the High Court verdict coming out and the verdict which is favourable to you, Mr. Hardeep Puri, do you feel vindicated?
Madam, thank you very much for having me on your program. Let me start by saying that you are using words which I don't necessarily subscribe to. You use the word victory. I would rather use the word relief. Let me explain. Those who are calling this a vanity project, those who are talking about large-scale difference between Central Vista Avenue, which is a small 400 crore project, and the new parliament. These are the two only components which we are dealing with. And the overall Central Vista project, which includes 10 government buildings, which will house 51 ministries and departments of the government, new conference facility, new residence for the vice president, new Indira Gandhi National Center for Performing Arts, and a prime minister's house. They're mixing up things in a completely haywire manner. Why are they doing it? I submit to you with a full sense of responsibility that this is motivated criticism. There is no relationship of a binary nature between expenditure on the health sector and this project. First of all, this figure of 20,000 crores which is being bandied about. Where is this coming from? The total project has to be done over a 4 or 5 year period. I am submitting to you that the only expenditure sanctioned so far is on these two components, which is 477 crores to be exact for the Central Vista Avenue, which is the widening of the Rajpath and other facilities, and 862 crores for the new parliament. Is this a new project? The Congress party in 2012, its then speaker, my colleague in the Foreign Service, Meera Kumarji, had already decided we need a new parliament. This is 2012. One of the high decibel producers, Mr. Jairam Ramesh, had written an article in 2012 in a paper in the south in Chennai, I think the Hindu, saying that we need a new parliament. This one is dysfunctional. Now, my question, a counter question if you may allow, work on the parliament should have been done before 2012. It was evident to anyone that this building, conceptualized 100 years ago, was never intended to be the parliament bicameral legislature of an independent country. It was the imperial assembly of a colonial power. We need more people. In 2026, we are going to have the strength of the Lok Sabha going up from the current 540 plus to 750. Where are you going to seat the people? Secondly, and this is very important, Parliament building was earlier in seismic zone 2, today is in seismic zone 4. God forbid, if there is a tremor beyond a particular point on the Richter scale, you'll have the building coming down. So cannot be subjected to a facelift. You need a new parliament. So to me, as the High Court has said, and I'm greatly relieved that this is a project of national importance, and it has nothing to do with vanity. This young aspiring leader of a political party that between 2014 and 19 didn't get 100 seats together, talked about a Modi Mahal for 13,400 crores. His grandfather lived in the Teen Murti, which has been converted into a museum. Not his great-grandfather. His grandmother lived in a place which is a memorial. His mother lives in another place. Right? We want an institutional place where the elected prime minister of a country, democratically elected, will stay during the course of his or her tenure. Now, somebody says it's going to be a grand vanity project. They call it Modi
Mr.
Mahal.
Hardeep Puri, Mr. Hardeep Puri, allow me to come in. Allow me to come in. You politicians are so fond of rally
you
addresses that you sometimes forget that that an interviewee needs to ask a few questions. Allow me to ask, Mr. Hardeep Puri, humor me, allow me to ask. Many people who supported the Central Vista project, because we've been through these arguments last year as well, when the Supreme Court was hearing this matter. The point many people have made, and these are people who quintessentially are called bhakts or supporters of the Modi Sarkar, they have come out and said that, you know, the timing of pushing through this project, especially when the second wave is at its peak, seemed a bit insensitive. And of course, even in the Delhi High Court today, the government of India has argued that this PIL is a facade, and similar attempts have been made in the past since the inception of the project. But people who are questioning, and there is a backlash on this project, are questioning under what description will you call this an essential service, especially when it is timed to the second wave of COVID, which I'm sorry to say hasn't been the best handling as far as the government is concerned, to put it very, very mildly, and to say that a human price has been paid by virtually every family in this country, which is why the insensitivity quotient is being questioned.
Madam Navika, as you keep saying my name twice, when we say Madam Navika, you're not asking a question, you're making a statement. So let me break your statement down into three parts and let me give you an answer. Point one, I completely reject your statement about the handling of the second wave. You can have a separate, frankly speaking, on that. I think you guys in the press have got away with a lot of stuff. And I'd be very happy to counter it in a robust manner, both in terms of oxygen, availability of beds, and the vaccine. Vaccine is not something that you go and buy off the shelf. Somebody has to produce it. Somebody has intellectual property on it. There has to be commercial licensing. Within August and December, we will have another 213 crores. Every Indian will be vaccinated. And those who are making this critical noises, you know, मोदी जी हमारे बच्चों की वैक्सीन कहाँ है? अरे अपनी जो सरकार है राजस्थान, उसके कूड़ादान में देखो, उस जो आप वैक्सीन वहां पे वेस्ट कर रहे हो, मिल जाएगी. Let me come back to the fundamental 2 points your statement has raised. First point, both these segments, new parliament, because you need it, because of the seismic zone 4 argument, and you need it because we will be celebrating the 75th anniversary as an independent country in the year of the Lord 2022. You need a new parliament. This was started before, it was conceptualized before, it was approved in 2012. So what did you want? You wanted us to stop it? All those guys who are making this noise are anti-development. As on the case of vaccine, first they were saying, vaccine, mat karo, vaccine hesitancy they fueled. The 2 Indian companies are no good. Bharat Biotech has got, the clinical trials are not over. Serum is not good. Whose interests were they serving? I'm not making a point, but I get the feeling sometimes they're serving some other commercial interest. And when the wave comes place, Prime Minister in a meeting with all CMs of states and union territories said on 16th March, second wave is coming, take the action. Health is in the state list, all right? Yet the central government backed them up. Similarly, this project, if we had stopped the work, what would have happened? These 1,600 people working in these 2 components would have become migrant evacuees. Migrant workers would have gone because the contractor is not going to pay them. The conventional wisdom is you try and keep economic activity going and you make sure that people earn and in prescribed bubble. We have taken precautions there for RT-PCR tests, social distancing. In the people working on the parliament building, out of 1,300, 900 have been vaccinated. So I'm absolutely clear this has got nothing to do with misplaced priorities. Yes, if 20,000 crores and there's been upheaval, these are 2 small projects, one not so small parliament, one Central Vista Avenue. Then there is no binary between the expenditure. The government has set aside 35,000 crores of rupees for vaccine. My senior colleague, the Honorable Finance Minister, You probably get her on one of your shows. Ask her. She will tell you, we need more money for vaccine. We are ready to supply it. PM CARES has made provision for 2,000 crores on ventilators alone. And those who are crying hoarse on this are creating unnecessary controversy. You tell me on oxygen, on beds. I can tell you what we have done individually. They've come whenever there is a crisis, Madam Navika, I can tell you whenever there's a crisis, you should realize it is the virus which is the enemy. This is a once in a century crisis and we should all work together. The Congress party, on the other hand, many of us leave they want to call a particular strain by a particular name. They are celebrating. Anything seems to be going wrong, Congress party wants to celebrate. You know, they are electorally, they've been wiped out in Kerala, they've been wiped out in West Bengal. I wish them the best of luck. You know, it's a pity from our point of view because every government, especially one with a strong majority, leads a healthy opposition. But these guys are fragmenting. They can't make up their mind. They produce false narratives and then they get caught. I want to be careful about my language. They've scored a self-goal. So I'll put it milder. On Central Vista, there is no perception problem.
What were you going to say?
The problem. I was hesitant to speak before the judgment because, you know, if I as a minister say something, you would say you are trying to influence the court. I did not give a single interview till the Delhi High Court judgment came up. When we had the Parliament issue, Central Vista issue, disposed of by the Supreme Court on 21st January 2021. I don't remember the exact date, in January 2021. After that, we thought things were normal. But they turned around and when they can't get something, they will create a false narrative on vaccines. They will create a false narrative on Central Vista. And the toolkit that they provide, the toolkit on Central Vista, they have not even said it's false. They've owned up to it. One of the points in that toolkit which they produced on Central Vista is file a case in the Delhi High Court. They've done it. We've now got the result. So I don't regard this as victory. In all humility, Madam Navika, let me submit to you, I think it is a reassurance that we are on the right path. And if we have to tweak it, if there is any future vulnerability on account of the virus, we will do it. But we are not going to stop our mandated economic activity just because some guys out there are producing a false narrative.
Well, I want to ask you that the repeated arguments and PILs in Supreme Court and then the Delhi High Court show that, and you're making the charge that it is because of a false propaganda. What is the Congress's benefit out of this false propaganda? Because either you think that Rahul Gandhi is doing this false propaganda and it will help him electorally. Then you yourself dismiss it by saying it isn't helping them electorally. And then if Jairam Ramesh goes hammer and tongs at your Central Vista plan, he may have spoken about the Parliament building, but that didn't really include all the other office buildings and the digging up of the Rajpath. So are you actually reading selectively? Are you trying to pick these criticisms selectively, Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri?
No, Madam Navika, I'm doing it comprehensively. Let me start by telling you one basic fact, that the Supreme Court dismissed the petition in one go. They collected them. So there's no question of going back. So Supreme Court gave us a judgment. We read the judgment. The only limited issue after that was the issue of stoppage of work during the pandemic, which was the issue before the Delhi High Court. Today we've received the judgment. As I said, in all humility, it's a relief. It's not a victory of any sort. Insofar as the Congress party is concerned, why new building? Because we are spending 1,000 crores of hard-earned taxpayers' money on paying rentals when the government is the owner of the land. Now, this is not a project to be completed by 2022. Some of this work will take place later. I read a hilarious story. Because of Central Vista, some of the roads will have to be expanded when? Between 2026 and 2039. God knows what all we'll have to do by 2039. Just now, we have a defined set of components in the project. We have only attempted the first two. The third one is still work in the pipeline. The total expenditure on that is not even a drop in the ocean. And if they are so worried about money, let them stop the MLA's hostel in Mumbai, which costs 900 crores. I don't want to get into these binary. There's no relationship between these two components and the health expenditure. If there's any shortage of money on the health front, let me know. Even in a private capacity, I'll help them raise it. What is the Congress party getting out of it? I have no clue. You should seriously interview Mr. Rahul Gandhi on Frankly Speaking and ask him this question. Ask him, what is your plan for today? What is your plan in the short term, medium term, and the long term? If you get a coherent answer from him, not on the channel, I will privately tell you what you'll get from me. If you can get a coherent answer. Because what he does is, he says something here, then scoops. Modi Mahal ban raha hai, 13,400 करोड़. अरे 13,400 करोड़ तो सारे प्रोजेक्ट का शायद खर्चा नहीं होगा. मोदी जी, हमारे बच्चों की वैक्सीन कहाँ है? अरे भाई, तुम्हारे बच्चे जो वैक्सीन करवाना चाहते हैं और कराएंगे, उनके लिए बहुत वैक्सीन है. और दुनिया भर में पता नहीं होगी नहीं, भारत में हर एक नागरिक को वैक्सीनेट किया जाएगा. Beyond that, why is the narrative being created? Well, look, if you failed in the Supreme Court, you failed in the High Court. I don't think the High Court and Supreme Court will entertain this. But the social activists will come on us. Yeah, I must confess, I was a little constrained in the absence of the High Court judgment. But now I have issued on another channel, which is not such a detailed interview as yours, because your grilling is more comprehensive. I also made the offer that anybody wants to have a discussion with me, I can provide them the details, I can listen to their doubts, and I can try and help them. But if anybody thinks that democratic processes and avenues open will be utilized to stop a legitimate government project, my answer to them is that these are people whose intentions are anti-development, and they are trying to espouse a narrative both on vaccine, on every issue, frankly on every issue. You know, the Congress party, UPA, when it was in power, they ordered some aircraft for VVIP movement. They ordered it. When the planes came, we were supposed to, अरे इतना पैसा खर्च कर, अरे तुमने किया था भैया, तुम्हारा अगर हम वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रोक देते तो पेनल्टी लगनी थी. रफाल पे शुरू हो गए. So ये कहाँ जाते हैं? You see, I have been a senior civil servant in that period. My lips are so far sealed. But there was a culture of impunity at that point of time. The less we talk about it, the better for them. If we start pointing out what all they did, now their problem is they don't have a substantive issue, so they have piled on to Central Vista because a think tank of theirs has given them some masala, and they're not even denying it. The other toolkit they said was not theirs, but on the Central Vista, I think they've admitted to the fact that they produced those lines. One of the points there, Madam Navika, was that you should file a case in the Delhi High Court. They've done it, and today we have the result.
Mr. Hardeep Puri, I want to pick up on the point that you just made in virtually obtusely at this point, saying that you were a senior civil servant when the UPA government was there. Tell us at least one story. I think restraining period for making any of these comments public is now over, even for you as a former civil servant. What is it that they did with impunity on which you haven't spoken till date? Please give the viewers a glimpse.
I don't have to tell you that entire vocabulary is out there in the public domain. 2G, CWC, don't make me say all those things. I was a witness to the fact that, I was PR in New York when I was hosting the highly respectable Prime Minister of the day then, and I was sitting with him in the hotel room when he got news that the young leader took up an ordinance. An ordinance is a act passed by the government, and in a press conference he tore it up. Look, don't make me comment on those things. Some of these people are criticizing the Central Avenue, Central Vista, and other things. People, I was a civil servant when they were ministers. I have hosted them outside. I should not start mentioning things there. There are some things which, there is a limitation on decency. But when you attack a government without any rhyme or reason, people will slowly, the stories will come to haunt you. Slowly, stories will come to haunt you. All I'm saying is, on Central Vista, brothers and sisters, Madam Navika, tell them that through your channel, you've dialed a wrong number. There is a completely legitimate open, transparent book on the Central Vista. As we go along, all the details will be made, all the clearances have been held. Somebody said, this thing has been done on the stealth. Stakeholder consult. अरे भाई, stakeholder consultation parliamentarians के साथ भी हुआ है, civil society के साथ भी हुआ है. Now, the purpose of consultation is not we have a discussion, then you have to agree to one. One guy has gone and written a major newspaper article on expressing concern on some of the cultural aspects. I discovered he's the same man who wanted a job in the government and said, you employ me here. Now people are settling personal scores. I have 60 of my former colleagues who signed a letter, and I read the letter only today. I fault myself for that. 60 eminent people who say, if the story is to be believed, if you've been cabinet secretary to the government and foreign secretary, you don't sign a letter saying, if the story is to be believed, there is a superstition that the current parliament is not lucky. That's why they're hurrying into it. Where is all this BS coming from? Or some tantric has said, this Awas is not lucky. Are we grown up, mature people? Are we looking at the history of a project? Or are we weaving false narrative around it? This morning I woke up to saying, work on a particular segment of Central Vista starting in August. I was amused because I hadn't seen even the presentation.
You're talking about the Modi Mahal or the future Prime Minister residence. Is that what you're speaking about now?
Yes, madam, I am. You see, it's like this. Pappu, our beloved young leader, who is affectionately called that, says Modi Mahal ban raha hai. A lot of people then take that up as a narrative, and one newspaper puts it on the front pages of its newspaper, work starting in August. Now, if the design has not come to us, let alone not come to us, we've not considered it. After the design has been finalized, drawings have to be made, then it will be tendered. We are already today on 31st May. How will it start in August? So I just put a very mild slamming there. Amused. I think I said it's amusing how even mainstream media can do these things. That's all.
I want to ask you specifically that you said that work on the Prime Minister's residence, which may be this Prime Minister's today and in the future maybe some other Prime Minister's residence. But it is part of the first phase of the Central Vista. When will it begin? When do you think this particular part of the project will be undertaken, Mr. Puri?
Madam, I've already told you that the first phase we have taken up these two projects which we are implementing, point one. In the next phase, we have to take up 3 of those buildings out of the 10 in the phase. Which phase this will come in? We have not even applied our minds to it. Now the shifting, let me give another example. The shifting to North Block and South Block will take place when all those 10 buildings are ready, not likely to take place for the next 4 years. When the Prime Minister's house, when we see the design, etc. Just now what has happened is, there were 90 acres of prime land, which was occupied by Second World War hutments. We have just made arrangements to shift those. Then we will look at the design. We will tell you, I'll be the first to come on your show to tell you, this is how it's planned, this is what the design will look like, this is when it is likely to happen. This now, our beloved young leader says, 13,014 crore ka ban raha hai. Modi Mahal, 13,400 crore, 13,400 crore, maybe just the cost of the entire expenditure on the entire project. And then somebody like, work on this is starting. Now, they have made a link between a proposal which we have not received and a total expenditure. This is the level of irresponsible discourse which we have in the public domain taking place.